Once upon a chilling Christmas Eve, in the small town of Ravenswood, a bitter wind whispered through the streets, carrying with it an eerie sense of foreboding. The townsfolk were preparing for the joyous festivities, but little did they know that the night would unfold a tale of terror that would haunt their dreams for years to come. As the clock struck midnight, a shadowy figure emerged from the shadows, cloaked in tattered remnants of what appeared to be a once festive attire. This was the first of the 3 Christmas ghouls, known to the locals as the ghost of Christmas despair. Its presence was felt more than seen, a creeping unease settling upon the hearts of those who happened upon its spectral form. The first victim of this otherworldly creature was a man named Henry, a once jovial soul who reveled in the merriment of the holiday season. Henry, now a hollow shell of his former self, found himself unable to escape the haunting memories of Christmases past. Each step he took was accompanied by the ghostly echo of distant carols, twisted into haunting melodies that resonated with the deepest recesses of his psyche. Night after night, the ghost of Christmas despair tormented Henry with visions of his happiest moments turned to ashes. The laughter of children transformed into anguished cries. The warmth of a crackling fire morphed into searing flames of regret. Henry's once festive home became a haunting chamber of horrors, where every decoration, once a symbol of joy, now whispered tales of sorrow and loss. Meanwhile, the town of Ravenswood was descending into a collective madness as the second Christmas ghoul, the spirit of forgotten gifts, unleashed its psychological torment upon unsuspecting souls. This spectral entity sought out those who had abandoned the true spirit of giving, leaving gifts unopened and hearts untouched by the generosity that defined the holiday season. The spirit of forgotten gifts singled out a man named Samuel, a wealthy and callous miser who reveled in the accumulation of material wealth. As Samuel slept in his opulent mansion, the ghost infiltrated his dreams, weaving a tapestry of guilt and remorse. In the dream realm, Samuel found himself surrounded by unwrapped presents, each one representing a missed opportunity to share love and kindness. In his nightmare, the once immaculate gifts transformed into grotesque manifestations of Samuel's greed, crawling with nightmarish creatures that whispered accusations of selfishness. Samuel awoke in a cold sweat, haunted by the realization that his pursuit of wealth had cost him the true riches of life: compassion, friendship, and love. The third and final ghoul, the phantom of broken traditions, roamed the streets of Ravenswood, seeking out those who had forsaken the time-honored customs that bound communities together during the holiday season. This phantom took the form of a faceless figure draped in tattered garlands and shattered ornaments, a silent reminder of the traditions that had been trampled upon. The phantom targeted a woman named Emily, who had grown disillusioned with the superficiality of modern celebrations. Unbeknownst to her, the phantom infiltrated her memories, twisting cherished moments of togetherness into grotesque parodies of their former selves. The once warm gatherings with family and friends became chilling spectacles of isolation and despair. As Emily wandered through the ghostly echoes of her own past, the phantom whispered accusations of betrayal, convincing her that she was responsible for the erosion of the very traditions that had once brought joy to her life. isolation pressed upon her like a suffocating shroud, threatening to extinguish the flickering flame of holiday spirit within her heart. The ghost of Christmas despair, the spirit of forgotten gifts, and the phantom of broken traditions worked in tandem, their malevolent forces intertwining to cast a pall over Ravenswood. The once vibrant town now resembled a desolate landscape, its streets shrouded in a perpetual gloom that seemed impervious to the twinkling lights and festive decorations. The townspeople, each ensnared in their own nightmarish web, began to realize that the true horror of Christmas was not the supernatural entities that haunted them, but the darkness that lurked within their own hearts. The ghouls, embodiments of regret, avarice, and forsaken traditions, forced the residents to confront the consequences of their actions and the erosion of the values that once defined the holiday season. In the depths of despair, a glimmer of hope emerged. A group of unlikely allies, each touched by the spectral horrors in their own way, came together to unravel the twisted tapestry of the ghouls' influence. They ventured into the darkest corners of Ravenswood, facing their own demons and uncovering the root of the malevolent entities that plagued their town. Through acts of selflessness, generosity, and a rekindling of long-forgotten traditions, the townspeople began to break free from the clutches of the Christmas ghouls. Slowly but surely, the oppressive darkness lifted, replaced by the warm glow of community and compassion. As the first light of dawn broke on Christmas morning, Ravenswood emerged from the shadows, forever changed by the harrowing night. The once enslaved souls, now liberated from the grip of the ghouls, came together to rebuild the bonds that had been severed and rediscover the true meaning of Christmas. And so, the tale of the 3 Christmas ghouls became a cautionary legend, a reminder that the festive season was not immune to the insidious forces of despair, greed, and broken traditions. The townspeople of Ravenswood, having faced the darkest aspects of their own humanity, emerged stronger and more united, determined to cherish the true spirit of Christmas